Hi, my name is Sunkeeper and welcome back to Gloomhaven. So I was looking at my map trying to decide which of the crypts I wanted to go first, and I realized that the Forgotten Crypt unlocks the Ruinous Rift, which a couple episodes ago I mentioned that, oh, we don't have access to that because normally by that point in time when you take on the Infernal Throne or battlements, you'd have also done the Forgotten Crypt. And I didn't have to do the Forgotten Crypt at all because we did the evil side and did all the rebel stuff for the swamp scenarios. Anyway, so that'll unlock the Ruinous Rift, which we can then do at some point to get 100 gold each for enhancements, which will be really, really nice. I don't know which classes I would want to apply that to, so we're not going to do it immediately, but the first step to doing that is, of course, to do the Forgotten Crypt. So we will do the Forgotten Crypt today.
You want to do what now? Hale stares at you blankly. You've found a rift into the plane of elemental power, and you want to close it. She sighs. Well, I did agree to help you. Hale begins tossing the orb you retrieved up and down in thought. Okay, based on your description, it's going to take a little extra work to close a rift of that magnitude. I could do it myself, but it would take a while. And it may get troublesome if we were to be attacked by the other side in the middle of the incantation. It would be much easier to do if I had an elemental sensor, which really is entirely too convenient, because I've been wanting to get my hands on one for my studies anyway. I knew a powerful elementalist who owned one many years ago. He's dead now, but I'll take you to his crypt personally. I'd advise against handling the sensor on your own.
Side note, when I was editing, when we did the Misty Sea scenario, I was editing that video and I realized we don't encounter road events when we go to the Misty Sea. And I think that's just and that's any of the Misty Sea events. I checked at the time. And I think that's just a design choice for the digital version. So like, well, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have a road event going out to sea. Fine, I guess. You are far off the main road when you see a small band of Enochs approaching from the west. You try to divert your path to go around them, but they are moving directly into your path. In a few minutes' time, they overtake you. You've wandered into our territory, travelers, the biggest one says. We don't much like visitors. You stare at her blankly. Such acts can be forgiven, but it will cost you. So we have the Berserker with us, which is an Enox. So we might be able to try to reason with them because we have an Enox with, versus fighting them off, which means we'll get damaged before we start the scenario. So we'll try to reason. The Enox in your party talks with the leader for a while, and they are able to come to an agreement. They punch each other's chests, and the group lets you through. Good, we had the Berserker with us.
After a day's journey, you find an ancient, overgrown mausoleum resting along the Serpent's Kiss River. Stonebreaker really was a nice fellow. Getting crushed by massive boulders is just one of the hazards of being an elementalist, though. After clearing away the overgrown vines, you head down into the crypt. Oh, great, Hale says. These blasted cultists are everywhere nowadays. Probably looking for the sensor, too. Or they simply don't want you to have it. You look at Hale with confusion, and she points to the shadows, where dark figures in black robes emerge.
Alright, be the first to kill a monster. I'm trying to think what's in the front. Cultists, generally low HP, only 7. You might be able to do that. Have someone else soften it up for you and then kill it. Using no items is difficult because as soon as you take damage, you're kind of required to do that. And I don't really have the choice not to trigger that, so let's not go that route. 2 or less, kill one of our elite monsters. Yeah, it might happen. Never allow your current hit points to drop below half. Versus 13 experience. You don't gain a whole lot of experience, so I'll probably die hard. And reveal a room. You're probably not leading the charge, but you probably will be killing a lot, so let's go that route.
You shouldn't have come here, Ghostface, one of the cultists says. Ugh, Hale sighs. Dispatch these simpletons quickly. I'm already bored with them.
And I forgot that the Berserker is also retiring now, so I don't really care about her retirement goals. Okay, so this whole mission, most people, in my experience and the couple times I've played and the way I've seen people ask questions about it, is they make Hale move a lot more than she should. At the end of the turn, so she's, I think, 99 initiative, she'll go last, and then she'll move two towards the end here, and somewhere in here is the altar. And in our playthrough, and what I've seen a lot of people do, is that they have a tendency to make her move two always. If she can move closer, she will. The way it's supposed to work is if there's an obstacle in the way or like an enemy blocking the way, think of it like an enemy or a summon trying to find its focus. Her focus is back here, and the doors don't count as an obstacle for her, so she assumes that they're open. But if there's a monster in the way or there's no clear path for her to walk there, she won't. Even if, for instance, even we open up this next door here and there's a monster here, she does not have a clear path there. She doesn't have a direct line of focus. She will just not move. So it's not as hard as most people, including me, have made it out to be. Anyway, so you need to be next to your Sawbones here. Your Sawbones is going to do his typical start to get you shielded up, and you will also do that. I noticed in the last scenario I popped Purifying Aura, but then the Sunkeeper was never in the front, and I don't think very much of this retaliate damage actually got used. That said, this is a relatively short scenario, and I don't have to worry about the Sunkeeper potentially dying too soon. Oh, I guess I made a swap for that. No! Oh, shoot. I didn't pick the right cards since we created the Sunkeeper again. So we're kind of stuck with these now. We will make do. I thought, like, oh, did I make a switch to this for some reason? And then I saw Lay on Hands. Like, there's no way I would take Lay on Hands with me. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I don't have the... whatever the one that consumes dark is, because that has a move and bless bottom. Oh, well. The Even the Eye guys are right here. We can just use anything. In fact, I'll use that. And just use it as a move too. This Bones has 3 targets. Let's switch this up. Let's go move 3 and Holy Strike to get that stunned so it doesn't do multiple damage. The other... let's see, you are not close enough. If I move you up here, you can still move there, and then you can hit all 3 targets then, in addition to a Flame Strike bottom. Boom, 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 Flame Strike bottom to finish off whatever's left. Okay, I like that. And then you... if you go after her... and then just cauterize. So you wound whatever's left. You're wounding... well, sorry. You cauterize the 2 cultists in the back. Is there any reason for you to go quick then? Or to not go quick then? Right now, the Sunkeeper is the one in the front. Yeah, it's fine. We can do that. The bones aren't moving, but it'll be stunned. And if I go here, the cultist will focus you. So it's good. Typical start. There isn't a whole lot of poison and stuff, so this might not even be required. I think the only thing... occasionally they have curses. I don't remember if these guys have poison. The zombies might have poison. It's fine. No reason to overthink it. Yeah, we want to stun the one in the front. The other 2 we can take damage from. It's not a big deal. And defensive stance. And now you're within range of the Berserker, but the Berserker's gonna move up here anyway. You're kind of in the way of this though. That's annoying. Yeah, has use power. Alright. Very nice. This will kill that. And then the Berserker will go and hit that. Alright. Not a bad start. Oh. You weren't the first to kill a monster, obviously, but jumping boots doesn't help. Jumping boots will be useful in the next room, though. And then Hale has a clear path. She'll move up. Now the trick: we need to stay ahead of Hale. 1, 2, 3. We'll save the jump for the next round, and we'll just use hammer blow. And yeah, we got protective prayer or brilliant prayer too. What am I missing? I don't have the AoE heal. I don't have the attack dark muddle. Okay, we'll just do purifying aura with Talia moving here. I know there's ghosts in here. We need a big move for you. We already used the flame strike. You can use that now though. We don't need the where is it? This one? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one of those situations where I wish I could pay the life after. I might just opt to pay 3 and then see where it ends up. I don't know. You need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 just to get in the door. And if I go late enough, I could pop this right away. And you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, move 5 is a waste, so we'll just do a move 3 or move 4. That was your move 4. All right, well, I guess we're gonna do a move 4. One, two, nah. We'll use this, and yeah, oh, that, you know, where is that? This one? Maybe I should have popped that one as a top instead of the vaccine on this one. Just knowing that there isn't a whole lot of negative effects that go out there. Something to consider. The only problem is if you're not adjacent to something, although it is just once during your turn. It's essentially a burn heal 8 top over the course of 4 turns. Alright, so we're going to move 5. You don't really have anything to heal. If you go quick enough, you could shield my Sunkeeper. Oh wait, are you going to open the door then? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we want the Spellweaver to get in the door, so we'll stop here anyways and then shield the Sunkeeper. The Sunkeeper will have 5 shields. Alright, Sunkeeper. Have fun. Oh, I should have used the stamina pot. Okay, we're definitely using your boots now. Well, actually, hold on a sec. We'll have one move left so we can decide then. What are you doing? Move 3. Where's the Berserker going? The Berserker's going to go after them, but before them. The Berserker has a big move to get in here. I think I want you in the front. We can use your move 3 jump next turn. And then we'll pop this because the bones will come up and hit us. This will also push them back a little bit. Which actually may not be ideal if the Spellweaver needs them. But the bones might come up, so the Spellweaver might still be able to hit plenty of targets. Yeah, so the bones are going to fill in the place then. Okay. Now you, so that is, I could jump over this and that would save that. 1, 2, 3, 4 if I jump. My Spellweaver needs to go here, and I really want them to come close. I'll waste 1, 2, but then I can go bam, 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 and hit these 3. Ignore the shield and get rid of that, potentially. And so if you come in here, you're going to get hit by the bones, but that's probably okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, you probably want to make you go all the way here then. Which means we only need to spend 1 health, I guess. Because if we're going to go here, we'll hit this one and stun. The bones are going to come up, hit us both once. And then the other bone will come here, trying to focus this target. Or for this spot. Jump. And we'll hope to draw a 0 to kill this one. No! Oh! How did that work? Oh, I moved 4. There we go. I see. That -1 got offset by this. Got it. See, and that's where playing in the real game, sometimes you miss those minor bonuses, where a game that's almost fully automated like this tracks all of that for you, and you, oh, yeah, you have Boots of Striding. So that means I can get here, and actually I can hit all of them. Aha, okay. And we will pop the shield because... Wait. Undo. Now that we've used our boots and that, and we want advantage on this, let's use our brand new moon earring. Oh, baby. Yes. Oh, Spellweaver, I love you so much. Alright, so you do have a move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could get in the door, but you don't really have any ranged attacks. We're doing your tactical order for the move 3. 1, 2, 3. You also can't get in the door. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter then. We'll just heal top. Nobody really needs heals. Let's strengthen you then. Actually, if we go later, we can strengthen someone. We'll have you move up. 1, 2, 3. Won't be in the way. Again, nobody really needs heals. Although, you doing the heal is better than the Sunkeeper, I think. And you, what's your big move now? Move 3? 1, 2, 3. Why are you so slow? Movement-wise, why are you so slow? One, two, three. Yeah, so long as you're after the Sunkeeper, you're okay. And then move 3. Okay. Oh, wait, you gotta go yet. 1, 2, 1. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3. You could go 4 in the door. I'd rather have the Sunkeeper at the front. So we'll pop this, which means you're going to heal yourself, but then you'll have the strengthen for next round. Now, I'd rather save that for next round. There's your move 3. And burn loot 2 for everything. Nobody else is going to do it, right? No, yeah. Sure, why not? Okay. Spellweaver's now stealing one, but that's alright. You're gonna get enough with 9. Oh, there's one there too, which we couldn't get without that anyway. Oops, oops, oops. This move, there we go. I was confused. I was like, wait, what? Only 2 move? Got it. Move jump, already paying dividends. We will bless and strengthen you, because you're going to be strengthening yourself. And you're just trying to catch up. Oh. I forgot. As soon as I open this door, more stuff is spawning behind us. Do you have anything to deal with that? We still have the bloody saw and a disarm, but we need a big move back, I think. So we'll get you back. That's right. But she'll be in the door and somewhat away from that, so we can cover the rear. It doesn't matter if we all exhaust. 6 damage, 5 damage to myself. I'll take it. You could be the one opening the door, I guess. I want you to go after them so that we have the option to go back and disarm them. Let's wound them. We're so far forward that I'm just debating. Do I need to heal her? Probably not. If we go after the Berserker will still be strengthened, and you can command him. And then you could heal Hale if Hale takes some damage, I guess. Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
There is no rest among these cursed undead. As you kick through the door into the next room, you hear more commotion from the entrance. There's more of them behind us, Hale yells.
If I stand in the door, only 2 of those can attack us. You're summoning more living bones, which means that Hale's perfectly safe now. I just need to get you out of the way so that she can move 2. What's the range on this thing? 1 adjacent ally. Ah. That's the drawback to that. I thought it was within a range. Oh, I'm thinking the Sioux Singer has something like that, where 1 ally range 3 may perform attack, whatever. Okay. Never mind. So then maybe I will do that as a top, the Empower Command. Get back 2 of the cards. It's essentially giving away some two-part stamina pot. Alright. Skip movement, heal. This will kill those 2. You don't have anything really to burn. If I move here, my Sunkeeper's gonna have movement issues. We'll just step here, I think. I'm still in range of this, so maybe we can +1. Alright, I'll take it. And these are not empty hexes. This guy has to summon the bones behind. And now you have something to heal, and as well as an adjacent ally to attack. So I'll take it. You're just summoning bones in the back. I need you to move 1 space. The other option is to go here and wound them so they take even more damage. Yeah. Need to get you a battle axe next. Oh, baby, you're dead. Okay. So we just gotta deal with 1 and the living bones then. Cool. And you have a decent deck for that as well. Okay. Very nice. Oh, that's right. The Sawbones has an attack bottom, doesn't he? Daisy Moon. I don't want to open up this next door until Halo's moved up and then you've dealt with those. Because... Is it this room that they spawn? Or is it just this final... Maybe it's... I know at some point... more spawn in this one. I just don't remember if any more spawn in this one. We could pop Defiance already. That's a nice 3 damage attack top. You... Nah, we'll wait till the rest later. Have to redraw that. 1, 2, 3. So mixture of this and this. You're just picking any 2 cards. And your attack bottom is that thing. That's interesting. So if I short rest and... Now there's the attack bottom, but... Where is... This would be kind of going relatively late, but this will attack both of them and wound both of them. Cultists just don't kill it and be next to it, and the bones... I'll be going before the bones. Well, I won't be able to move. I could... Well, I need to think about that. Plow all of our stuff into that. The bones is attacking 2 targets. It's only 1 damage. I'm not too concerned with the bones. Getting this out of the way is important though. Are you using the light? No. And they're both going away, so it really doesn't matter. Is the Spellkeeper... Okay, next turn I'll use up the stamina pot with the Spellweaver. So this is essentially 4 damage. If I draw a +1 on either... Well, you have shield, right? Okay. Not bad. So at least you won't be summoning more. Oh, that was a weird transition. It didn't tell me that it was his turn. Yeah, see, he did his... What was that? Oh, no, that was the cultist dying attacking me. Oh, okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna heal myself. Yeah, I forgot that whole don't kill the cultist thing. Leave my Spellweaver alone! Yeah, I would have survived that attack. That's okay. I can actually potentially use my loot bottom here? Huh. I can't move anyways, so might as well. Alright, I've already used the battle axe, but I do have wound. If I attack you and wound it, that thing's dead. Never mind. Is that 6 gold? Oh, yes. I said it 3 times, and I still attacked and killed the cultists. Listen to yourself. Alright. Yeah, we don't need any real big moves. Healing and... Actually, wounding both might not be bad. No, you're gonna die anyway, so let's just do... We'll just do Defiance top as a nice big attack on that. I need to use your stamina pot on this one. You need to kill that thing and move. That's a nice attack. And yeah, we're perfect. That's kind of the one I wanted to get rid of anyways. So you should be killing that, I hope. If not, we could do that. We could do the Holy Strike and then just move up. The other option is just do tactical order and assume that I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I just don't want stuff spawning in here with nobody as backup. So we might wait a turn, let hail go up. So let's do this and that and smack the skeleton. Attack 2 targets and heal self. Okay, well hopefully we can kill that before then. Okay, that one's done. Berserker. I wanted to stay here with you. Well, actually, if I move here and attack this one, that one still can't get around and I'll only be the one attacked. So I think I prefer this. Because this is not going to be enough to kill that one. Unless I draw a ×2. Of course, then it would have been fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And now you have nothing to attack. Okay. Certainly can go here and heal. What's gonna happen when I open that door? Is it this door that opens up and puts stuff here? I could have sworn something spawns here. Let's heal you up because you're kind of in the back. Hail will move between us and she'll still be safe. I forgot to use my stamina pot. Ugh. You're already strengthened. You don't need a cauterize. You need to go through the door though. Man, we'll just do this. I know there's a lot of zombies and stuff in there, so you going first is definitely better. Long rest with you to get your goggles back, I guess. Since I forgot to use my stamina pot. I want everybody to go after the Sunkeeper. And, well, except for you. You can go quick and try to deal with this guy. I'll take 2 damage if I hit you with Blood Pact. I don't want to go that late though. I'll just use this, that's fine. Target 1 enemy with all attacks. Alright, so if I hit you and run, the Spellweaver will be the one to... No, the Spellweaver's going... Spellweaver. The Sunkeeper's going through the door, so... Let's just kill you, please. -2, you were strengthened. You know what? Oh, wait. 2 damage. 2 damage, 2 attacks to hail. I think you can manage that. I'm just going to go here. And then you're going to go through. Yep. Okay. It is every single room. And you're just taking damage, so. Just whittle you down some. Alright, do the ghosts act this turn? No, because they just spawned, right? And they're in your way. Oh, crap. Alright, well, you're disarmed for next turn anyway. Yeah, 4 damage isn't too bad. Alright, so you long rest. Definitely want to get some attacks out. We're going to get rid of you for this rest cycle. You're back to even cards, which is good. And you're going to run up into the zombies. So she does have a clear path through those damage traps. So 1, 2, 3 turns I need to get up there. We really need to deal with that skeleton though. You're not threatened by those. And the following turn we can do your... Oh, that's really late, isn't it? 25. I guess 25 is not too bad. You can handle these guys and then move up. You're going to be taking a lot of damage from these guys. However, you still have your retaliate up. So just go and if something dies, loot it, I guess. Go late. Cauterizing the ghosts means that they only get 1 turn. Okay. Okay, bones are making it hard for me to kill them. That's what they're doing. Okay. So I'd have to drop +1 on both of those to be able to do anything. The spirits are going after you, and you're disarmed, so they're not a threat. I could alternatively move up behind Hale and start working on those guys. Man, I should have not gone so late. I could have gotten away from you guys. All the other option is I can... Well, if I run in here and don't kill this one, then you're going to hit me. It's safer to be here. Let the Sunkeeper take it with her 3 shield, I think. Okay. So when this thing attacks the Sunkeeper, that one's just dead. And your job is to kill the ghost. Okay, the ghosts are going to be dead. This does give Hale a more direct path to the door, though. Actually, if I attack you... Well, if I move here, then Hale still has to go around. Or actually, then Hale will be adjacent to them. I'm gonna attack you and just try to keep this guy pinned against the wall. Hale's gonna move through me, though, so I'm gonna move here instead. So that max she can do is... Is this closer to the door? No, not technically. So she'll just move up 1 space. Your latest one is 62. I need you to go after the ghost so they kill themselves and you can run by. And then we'll use your move 5. So we're going to save those 2 and the bloody saw. I don't really get rid of my fastest ones, and I want to keep that melee all thing. I guess we're just going to get rid of disarm. You're going to be like way behind anyways. You're not going to be able to use that. Alright, we still have 1 more attack with you. The bones is going to attack... The bones are going to attack you, but if it has move 3, it's going to come around and hit Hale. We need to do something about that. We're not ready to go through the door yet, so... I think no matter what, I'm just going to go with that. So this is a 3 damage attack, and we'll move 1 space here just to make sure that only you get attacked. Although 36 isn't all that fast. You need to go late and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be able to get to the door. Your plan is just to keep him occupied. Hale's going to hit the trap next turn, so I think what I'll do again is attack, move 1 space, so that Hale can only move 1 space, and then the following turn we'll have to go through the door. I think it's time for you to rest. Cauterize. Don't have a choice. You need to go quick and deal with the skeleton. So it's 4 damage to it, but then you're going to be adjacent to it, so that when you move up, well, you two should be prioritized over that anyways. So yeah, okay, good. Living spirits are going before the Sawbones, good. And the bones are only attacking adjacent, okay. Well, not that it matters, because this is a stun attack. And if I draw +1, it's dead. Well, got rid of one of the curses for free at least. Bones, move and attack. That's not ideal. Shoot. Is there anything I can do? What can you do about it? You could heal Hale. The bone's gonna attack for 3 damage. If you heal Hale, that'll offset that 3 damage, and then you can do 2 damage to that. I don't wanna, if I don't move the Sunkeeper, Hale's just gonna run into that trap and take 4 damage. Or I can let you get attacked by the corpse. It's looking like attack by the corpse is probably the right path. Let my Sunkeeper pop the trap. Heal Hale. Attack this. Not bad. Good use of the bless. We have 1 card left, so rather than rest, we'll just get it back. Well, hold on a sec. It'll give us this turn, and we still have to rest next turn. But if we're opening up the door, I think getting all my cards back now would be safer. Just in case I have to burn 1 or 2. Okay, Hale, move up once. Nope, it's not your turn yet. Never mind. And there's going to be a bunch of stuff that spawns in this room as soon as we open that door, so... Alright, go quick. I now have 4 burned cards. Or I can attack for 6 and do 3 damage to myself. 4 should be enough. You need to recover your cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could get in there and heal Hale some more. Or just kill the thing. Kill the thing seems better. And you are just gonna rest and go through the door, I guess. Tactical and heal yourself. I should be able to survive anything in there. Most of the damage you've taken has just been self-inflicted with traps, so I should be fine. Alright, you're gonna move here and hopefully kill this guy. Good. Number of cards, you're still strengthened, so that's fine. Sunkeeper's gonna open the door next, but these guys don't attack or don't do anything yet. So I think you're safe to do this Spellweaver. And leave the Spellweaver behind. The Spellweaver will go through the door next. You'll take up the rear. Let's see what's in the room before healing myself. There is a chest in the back. Cultists are just moving 1, attack 1. The bones are attacking 5, or the living corpses. If I take a step back, hail moves through me, and then well, only one of these are going to be filled, right? So in the following turn, I'd have to go quicker than those guys. What cards you got left? 23. Okay, yeah. I'd rather not take a 5 damage attack from them. This is their biggest attack, I think. It's the +1 attack. Yeah. So like I said, hail's gonna go next. But there should be 1 space open for my Sunkeeper to run through and then take the attention. Is it worth it getting a 1 damage attack on that? Nah, we'll just go through. We don't need to long rest with you either, so we'll just move 2. Yep. Okay. Go late, Defiance, let them come up to you. One, 2, 3. Well, you can only get 3. Alright, so Sunkeeper, we need to get you in there. This is a move 2. With this, we don't have your AoE, but we do have light for a change. And then if you go after 23, which is this, 1, 2, 3, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your impaling. It's Sawbones. You're just going to heal yourself and everybody. Okay, cool. Bones aren't doing anything. Well, so much for your idea, Berserker. These guys are hitting +0, so that's good. Alright, so everybody gets this heal. Now it's your turn to go through. Alright, we need to... With this guy here, Hale can technically move through me, but I'm hoping this guy comes around. Let's soften up the big dude. And then now it's Spellweaver's turn to do her softening. I missed the big dude, but what else is new? Okay, now Hale won't move because I'm fully surrounded. And your plan was to pop Defiance, but I think we'll just run up to greet them. Nothing else is going to spawn, so really it's just getting you some money. Hale doesn't do anything. Okay. I don't think, unless they attack you all with 1 attack, you should be fine. Well, there's Defiance, but... This is now a 5 damage burn attack, or 6 damage for 2 damage to myself. It's fine, and I will be strengthened. Your next thing is to fire orbs everything and hopefully kill them all. Hale has at least 2 turns before she gets up to there, which should give us enough time to get the chest. You're going to short rest. Nobody's moving though. Long resting doesn't benefit us though. So you could, this isn't a stun trap, it's just a damage trap. So you could run up and just heal, I guess. And your plan is just to do some damage. If the Spellweaver kills something, we'll probably attack, stun one of the big dudes, and then walk up. Hail will walk up. No, actually, whatever the hole is. So if we kill this one, and the Sunkeeper moves here, this guy will follow and keep Hail put to allow us to clear the room. Okay. You also have the ability to heal Hail. Alright, so we're gonna keep working on the big dude. Alright, so Sunkeeper's 2 damage attack should kill that thing. You're gonna die on your own. Ooh, that means Hail's got a space to run now. No. Because this guy, if I kill this one and move up, this guy should take the place and then Hail will stay put. Okay. So we will pop this onto you. Once during each of your next 4. See, you can't. I thought you could trigger that on the turn you did it, but I guess not. Here goes your other curse. Very nice. Thank you, Berserker, for taking up the rear. Alright, I just gotta not draw negative. Okay, so this cultist, like I said, should move up. And then I'll keep Hail in place. That living corpse is dead. And we get one more turn to try and loot the chest. You've already used your loot to burn top. So I don't think you're gonna be able to rejoin the action. We're just going to loot some coins for you. The more coins we get, the better off your retirement will be. Although I think you already have 100 coins, which means that if I do bring you back, I won't be able to do a nice big enchant, something that would cost, say, 150. But we could certainly do 2 smaller ones, worst case. You're out of cards. You do have fire to burn, so we could wound one thing. And I guess heal that one. You're gonna rest again. Don't need to heal anymore. Your move 4 jump. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you could get the chest. 2 damage stun. That could potentially kill that. And then with you out of the way, if you go after you... Oh, you don't have any real good moves. Move 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you're summoning bones. We definitely want to stun you and not have to deal with another thing. So we'll make you wound this one. You're going to stun this other one. Oh, wait, there's 2 of them. 4 damage. Do you do 2? You do 2 damage to yourself after. So this would be 3 damage, 5 damage. If I draw a +1, I could kill it. Although you go before that as well, you could run in and attack it. Okay, so let's just wound it. And you're going to stun the other one then. Oh wait, no, your whole plan was to kill this thing. Well. The big guy isn't doing anything important. Oh, and you're immobilized. Okay. So there's an interesting thing. he didn't target me even though I'm faster because I'm immune. So he targeted. That's an interesting dynamic. Now, if I don't kill you, you have no way to get in here to kill this one. So, is that a problem? I'm gonna get a living bones no matter what I do, I think. So let's get this out of the way, and then you can go and get the chest. $20 gold, not bad. Certainly pay for some upgrades. Move 3 is not. What's this? Oh, I can heal something. Okay. If we go here, though, we will protect Hale. And now I just gotta not miss. Okay. And Hale can't move. You still have some decent attacks, and we just need to protect Hale because now Hale's gonna go around this way. And same with you. You don't have your Holy Strike though. We'll just hit it. You're summoning more bones. Ugh, stop. If I don't kill, well, if I hold on a sec. I can't protect Hale. Hale's gonna take a hit from this guy. I think that's fine. Oh, I should have done your whole attack all melees, yeah. Oh. There's your curse. Oh, you have the ability to go in here yet, right. No problem. I should have moved the Sunkeeper up and attacked the cultist. That might mean that he's actually dead. Alright, so Hale's is gonna take 2 turns to get up, but that's well, one more round for Hale to reach it. Getting around the skeleton. Okay, and then you have your big AoE to attack everything. If I had a choice with you, what would I do? Probably the Holy Strike bottom, so just not perfect. Big hammer blow, Holy Strike, try to kill everything. Cultist isn't doing anything. I need to soften these ones up for the Sawbones to be effective. You're just loot coins. This is my last mission. I need to save for retirement. Ooh, 4 damage, 2 targets. Yeah, just to be safe, I think we'll, just in case they can kill the hunters too, we're just gonna get rid of that. So it probably would have been better for me to have you go loot coins instead, and yeah, it's whatever, it's fine.
Hale moves forward and grabs the sensor. She holds it aloft and speaks a few words in an unknown language. Fire bursts forth and immolates the remaining undead, reducing them to ash. Hale breaks the smallest of smiles. Well, now that that annoyance has been dealt with, let's get on with the real fun. Show me to this rift of yours.
There it is. And the Berserker retires. Such beauty you had never dreamed of. As a mercenary, you've visited places few have ever set foot in. You've even brushed paths with beings from other realms. Having now been in the presence of these natural wonders, you wish you had focused on the locations themselves rather than the battles that took you there. Your time as a mercenary has taught you to handle yourself, but some other inhabitant of the plains can take your place as a warrior. You're leaving Gloomhaven in search of more sights and experiences, which you plan to take in without constant bloodshed. So you ended with 88 gold, in addition to all your armor. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna write that down quick, and we unlock circles. Let's just say that if she actually summoned all those things on turn 1 like that, she would exhaust in about 2 more turns. Boy. So I'm gonna do some math quick. I need to look at a previous video probably, and just try to figure out how much she had, how much the Berserker had in gold to spend. I don't remember what she had. Anyway, 88 gold, and we'll figure out the rest when we bring her back. All right. So with the Berserker retiring, I'll figure out how much gold she has, and I'll probably just doing some enhancements and then delete the character at some point. But I need to review this video to see what equipment she had at the start, because she didn't buy any. And so with that, let's try out one of our 2 final classes. So we just unlocked the Summoner, but we're replacing the Berserker with a Plague Herald. Once the Spellweaver retires, then we'll probably try the Summoner. But Plague Herald. Vermlings, and I can't do either of these because I've already done them. So we're gonna delete them and try again. Own 4 enhancements. That's definitely a new one. So I wonder what would happen if you had a class that already had 4 enhancements and then got that one. Would you instantly retire in 0 scenarios? Or if you were replaying a class that already had enhancements? Alright, let's pick out some perks. 7 perks, yes please. I'm not sure how the Plague Herald is going to play at level 1. The Plague Herald, in my experience, really shines at level 7. With the Baneful Hexes. You put a bunch of curses in the deck, and then every time they draw a curse, they take 3 damage. So not only are you reducing your damage, but then they're taking damage as a result. So rolling curses. Rolling stuns. Rolling poisons. 3 rolling poisons. Ooh. I have a feeling at level 1, a poison build is going to be more effective than a curse build. Because, like I said, we don't have Baneful Hexes. And I'm stuck with the level 1 cards. So maybe I should figure out your... hold on. While I'm thinking about it, let's make sure to fix the Spellweaver deck. Land Hands, Daybreak. Yeah, I like all 3 of the optional ones versus versus their defaults. Okay. That's better. Alright, back to the play crowd. Let's try to figure out how to use the play crowd here. Okay, so looking at the fast cards, all attacks targeting you to gain disadvantage, and it's a 2-target pierce top. It's a nice fast card, but I'm not sure if I want to use it. This one is move and heal, and I could burn it for top to gain all flying. He has 11 cards, and given I'm not burning baneful hexes, I might be using that instead. It generates wind turn 1, which my Spellweaver could use. And it gives him flying, which is very useful. Move 4 is useful, attack bottom. Once during each of your attack actions, you may poison one ally. Ooh. To add +1. I'll have to think about that. Nice move 4 with an AoE stun. AoE immobilize. A shield 1 but deduct range. Make you a tank. Interesting. Poison all allies and enemies, so it's like the Craighart's disorienting or dirt tornado, except for poison. Stun, curse. While air is currently infused, consume the air to gain 1 attack. Do you have a way to generate air consistently without burn cards? You don't. Okay. So at level 1, you don't have a way to generate air without a burn card, which means you burn this card for 6 chances to gain +1 attack. So it's like a burn 6 top attack, essentially. And the only way to get air is to burn it on another card. Ugh. Okay, so that's probably not going to be useful. 2 targets. After each of your move action, poison everything. Interesting. Remove poison to do 3 damage instantly, or spread the poison. No, target all enemies with that. Move and shield with a burn top. That's pretty decent. Do you not have the spread poison thing? Or is that another higher level one? Ah, that's another higher level one. Oh my goodness. You are really crippled as level 1. You don't get any of the fun stuff. You're just like a flat do some poison and stuff. Oh, okay. That's a little disappointing. We'll make it work. Most likely this is going to be used as an attack top with poison, attack top with curse, sorry. Attack top stun for crowd control. If we get you a volatile bomb, this could be pretty powerful. Attack bottom if you don't have to move. Then immobilize everything. A 2 target 3 damage attack. That's decent. It's only range 2 though. That's hard to use. Given you have 11 cards, we definitely want to get you Stamina Pod. Or, well, no, you've already got the Rings of Haste and we don't have a Ring of Brutality, so ideally we get a Ring of Brutality to be able to pop that, but you have Cloak, so I am going to be limited to one small item for you, which is going to be a minor stamina pot given your 11 cards at the start. As far as other stuff goes, being in the thick of it and you're not going to get the Cloak of Pockets, Cloak of Invisibility is probably going to be good. I recall you having issues with movement, but if I'm popping flying, I definitely don't need jumping boots, so that's probably good. We don't have any more boots of striding. You did have boots of dashing. It should be 40. And then just a Cloak of Invisibility in case you get in the thick of it. Okay, that's a decent start. Alright, so that solves the 11 card problem. This solves your movement problem a little bit. I could probably upgrade yours to get the bigger boots now. Or do I want a heater shield? A heater shield is essentially one extra damage reduction in case I get hit really hard. And then when I long rest, I can get it back. Or my boots. I can get the bigger boots for 10 less because I can sell those. And then I could buy the 40. And that's an extra +1 move when you need it. I think that's what I'm gonna do with you. Or is there another helmet I would want you to have? I'm already immune to that stuff with the Sawbones, so yeah, I think maybe at some point I'll get this, but not being crit and having 3 shield like nullifies you when you get hit, when you get crit. So I think I'm liking the crit helm for the level 1 build. So yeah, let's sell the Boots of Striding and buy the Boots of Dashing. The extra movement will help. Alright, so given what we have, we don't have a lot of ways to spread poisons. So just randomly getting poison out will be pretty nice. There's the wind. Ah, so if you have those in your deck and you pull one of those, then on the following turn you could potentially use this. Okay, but for now it's kind of useless to me. And okay, so I'm probably not going to upload. You're using use at bottom. Where's the other poison stuff? Poison everything. This is also range 2. You have range issues. This is range 2. That's range 2. I think the first upgrade we're going to get after this is your Hawk Helm here for 20. Okay, so we're not going to be focusing on wind. We'll be generating a wind for the Spellweaver at the start, but then we're just going to not deal with it. So we'll do this then. And just focus on spreading a lot of poison and curses. That's pretty good. Cool. All right, with that, oh wait, you got a new perk. What do you got? Start adding curses with you too. Don't really need elements, only frost. You could generate your own wind. Or you could generate light and dark for the Spellweaver. You know, let's do that. Potentially helps the Spellweaver because oftentimes I very rarely get hammer blow with light anyways. The only time the Spellweaver generates light for herself is usually this as a heal top, which means I'm not attacking that turn. And occasionally if there's dark, like if you cast your reviving ether to generate the dark, then you can get Daybreak to generate you light for the following turn. But oftentimes hammer blow is already in the discard. So do you need anything with 10 gold? No, we need to save up and get you some boots. All right, let's do a city event and then we'll call it. In the very early morning, you're awakened by a knock at your door. Standing behind is giant, dirty Enox wearing a leather apron. Should that be standing behind it is a giant? Oh, he coughs. Sorry, I was looking for a female orchid. She used to help me on an occasion with my forge. Her control over fire was astounding, and I paid her well for her assistance completing some of my specialty work. He scratches his head. I guess she's not around anymore. You wouldn't happen to know where I could find someone who could help me in her absence. So this is the Spellweavers, and we do have a Spellweaver with us now, but... Alright, so because we have a Spellweaver, we are going to take the Spellweaver route and try to help him. If you didn't have someone of elemental prowess, so the Spellweaver, the Elementalist, or I guess in this case the Summoner, you would just lose one reputation because he's like, it's completely dumbfounded when you walk all the way down to his forge and proceed to exhibit 0 aptitude at manipulating or controlling fire. So if you didn't have a Spellweaver, Elementalist, or Circles, you definitely want to direct him to the Elemental Guild. But since we do, we're going to help him get some gold and stuff. Oh, I have the thing here, I'll read it to you. Despite the early hour, you head down to the Eonox's forge to get an incredibly strong fire going for him so he can complete his order. He seems very pleased. Alright, and we're going to give this to the Sawbones. So that you can get your boots for 20. And then the rest is going to go to the Plague Herald so that you can save up for your helm. And now we can buy you boots. But we don't have movement boots. We need jumping boots, I think, for you, right? Boots of striding. Oh, because I just sold it for the Sunkeeper. Do you want jumping boots? No, your movement is like 4 and 5, so you have a lot of movement. I think I'm going to get you just some jumping boots to help with those obstacles and stuff. And you now have 20. I would only be able to get 30, but both boots of dashings are gone. And let's see, I could get 5 back from those. You're 5. Shoot, I should have given you the 5 gold. You're 5 gold short of getting an upgrade to like your power pots and stuff. Oh no, 5 from the major stamina pot. I see. You're 10 gold. You're 15 gold away from that. Anyway. We will call it here. In the next episode, we're going to go and take out the other unique crypt, the Decaying Crypt. I believe this one is just a standalone, just for the fun of it. Yeah. So this Decaying Crypt, you would use this to eventually lead you to the warehouse to take on Jaxera's bodyguards. As it stands now, this is just a standalone scenario that we can do. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.